Hello, thank you for joining me. I want to talk, just getting comfortable. Oh, listen, with Mother, when I was young, they always used to start with, "Are you sitting comfortably? Then I'll begin." This was a little story on the radio, and apparently I always used to riddle and say, "Yes, I'm sitting comfortably." So it's obviously ingrained in me that before storytelling, I need to be comfortable. I want to talk about a little word on its own, very insignificant, but it's one that comes up a lot in therapy. It's if. If. And people use it when they're looking back. They use it as a reason to blame themselves for something, to get out the big stick and hit themselves with, proverbially, metaphorically, whatever. If I hadn't done that, maybe things would be all right. If only I had listened. If they had been more supportive. It's a word that comes up very, very often. Usually with those negative connotations that lead people to put themselves down, to take the blame, even though they might be seen to be blaming somebody else, as in, what if they had? They seem to blame themselves as if they'd given permission for these people to do whatever they had done. And it can lead all of us to be able to list our negative characteristics, personality traits, with great and rapid ease. But then when you come to the positive ones, I don't know. If you then say, well, what if somebody else was describing you? Would they describe you as being brave? Well, they might, because I did this. Would they describe you as being kind? I guess they could well do that because I did so and so for them. So sometimes getting people to think like an outsider looking in on you helps. But we can spin the word round, not to give FIFO, fi fum. No, if only. What if I do this when I move forward? What will that achieve? So instead of looking back with negativity, you can use it to move forward with positivity. If I give myself half a chance, I'll have a go at that. And if like that can be encouraged, because you might have to break it down. It might be back to the swimmer that I mentioned before in a previous piece. If I need to become a strong swimmer, I need to get to the pool regularly. How can I do that? What is the possibility of that happening? If I can get somebody to give me a lift. And if then is building into the picture, helping them to think their way through and help you to think your way through options. Because if is an option given, it might be something that you hadn't thought about. ah, yes, but what if I did this? Now, that could work. So again, it's back to thinking out of the box. If we are entrenched, then we're very narrow in our thinking. But sometimes we have to try things that are off the wall, seemingly out of the planet even. It's worth a try, so long as it's legal, decent and honest and doesn't harm anybody. Anything is worth a try if you are game. So have a think about if. Are there any ifs that you could include in your life to broaden your horizons? I mean, some people, when we're looking at the Let Them video, but what if, and the negatives. But then, what if you use that as a plus and you worked on yourself and became a stronger, better person for what has happened? So think of your ifs. And I will now be going and looking up the old poem If by Kipling. Oh, I've not read that for many a year. So that's me occupied for the next half hour, finding the book that it's in. I know it would be quicker and easier to Google it, but I know I've got it in at least one book, so I could be a while if that's what I choose to do. Thank you for joining me. Take care, and I will speak to you soon. Bye for now. Bye.